watch y'all fall flat on your face. But it will happen. This schedule, this cupcake schedule that it'll put my sister Carmen's cook in the shade. That's how cupcake this is. This is ridiculous. This schedule right here, it ain't their fault. But it will happen.
Dalvin Cook going into that game against Dallas. Dalvin Cook has had some great games against
Dalvin Cook had barely been playing because he was injured the previous few weeks.
But going into that game, boy, he was averaging 100 yards rushing, 65 yards receiving against Dallas Cowboys. They had him 78 yards rushing.
Listen, man,
I'd like to move
they said we're going to dare Kirk Cousins to beat us, which he usually will not do.
And he could not. And those are two great receivers that the defense
Let's wrap it up. Let's wrap it up.
We can wrap it up. We can wrap it up.
Did you get everything out? You feel a little better now?
Wait a minute. So you definitely are not taking that off.
I will walk.
To come over with the champions.
I will walk from New York. I will walk from New York to Texas before I get on that bus.
And you do know everything's going to go through Dallas. I'm going to go cut another new hype video for the big screen on the playoffs. Oh, my God. We going to be so ready. I'm going to start working on that get hype video right now.
With a major win
I'm going to work on my new get hype video.
Former Charger Adrian Phillips, fourth quarter pick six, seals the game for the Pats, who secure an impressive road win at Sci-Fi. Our quarterback, Dan Orlovsky, is here.
Come on here,
Can I get the offer that he rejected?
Dan, I'm going to put you on that bus, baby. You get a chance to get on that bus.
Go.
Come on that bus.
I'm taking the offer.
You going to take that seat?
I'm going to take that seat.
Well, it's
like
over
this,
now.
like this.
Now you can't get on. The bus is full. The bus is full. It's your seat. Let's take that seat.
I'm on.
I love you, buddy.
Hi, Dan.
You should have taken that offer, buddy.
All right, let's talk about these Patriots. Gentlemen, last week you said you think New England can make a run, and then we saw what they did against the Chargers. But I want to start with you, Stephen A. Have you changed your mind? Do you think New England can make a run now?
No, I still don't feel that way. I mean, listen, if I changed my mind, it would be modified only because of the Derrick Henry injury that's obviously going to take Tennessee out of the mix in my estimation.
That's one.
So if that is what I'm holding it on, then yeah, you could get one of those last seeds. I'm just not a believer in New England as of yet. I think that next season they're going to be much better and thereafter. This particular season, when I think about it, I think about Buffalo. Yeah. I think about Baltimore, Cincy, even though Cincy, boy, what a disappointment they were yesterday. Listen, I think 3 teams from the AFC North could get in before New England. And then you've got, obviously, the South. And then, of course, the West, I still have not given up on Kansas City. They will win the night over your New York Giants, by the way. Of course, the Raiders are there as well. And the Chargers are going to be relevant, too. So I look at those teams as being teams that would be ahead of New England, and that's where I'm at with it.
You just said the Chargers? The Chargers?
I know they lost.
I know.
They got in a cross-country fight.
I know.
And went and beat them up.
It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. So the fact that Bill Belichick ran circles around Justin Herbert doesn't matter.
No, I'm not. If you talk to me about the Chargers meeting the Patriots in a head-to-head matchup because of Bill Belichick's greatness, I got you. I'm saying they're not facing one another again until the postseason, and I think the Chargers will end up getting there before the Patriots. I'm not saying
even though the Chargers are in a significantly harder division.
Yes.
And then the Patriots. I think the Patriots are a team that is primed to not only get into the playoffs. First of all, let me say this. I think the Patriots are making the playoffs. Okay. I think yesterday's win secures that. They're defensively playing the 2019 version of defense. I'm telling you, yesterday Bill Belichick put that offense for Los Angeles in a blender. He ran circles around it. And then you're looking at New England's run game and going violent, physical run game. Hat on a hat run game. Mac Jones... The Patriots are not going to lose games this year because Mac Jones is going to give them away. He makes such good decisions with the football on a consistent basis. They play fast. Josh McDaniels has got that offense understanding. I don't see a lot of teams in the AFC. I will say this. I don't see a lot of teams in the AFC that I feel really confident about being able to go head-to-head and beat New England. The Bengals, I'm telling you, still have offensive line issues. Right. I love them. They got offensive line issues. The Colts lost yesterday is brutal to their chances. Brutal, I know we're going to get into that. Brutal to their chances. And if I'm looking, the Steelers are playing good football. Cleveland's loss is devastating. Buffalo did not play great yesterday. I still think they're the best team in football. The Patriots are going to make the playoffs, and it's because their defense and their rookie quarterback's playing so good.
Man, when you look into it and going into yesterday's games, the Patriots had beaten all rookie quarterbacks and lost to every other quarterback that wasn't a rookie quarterback. That was the first non-rookie quarterback to beat yesterday and beating Justin Herbert. And I said, okay, this team, man, you got to give Bill credit. I mean, he coaches them so well.
Yeah.
They don't beat themselves. They don't make mistakes. And then You mentioned it. It's a physical football game.
Punching them out.
It's a physical football game. That's why when I talked about a couple weeks ago when the Cowboys were going there, you got to go play dirty football.
Yeah.
They're not going to hand you those games. That being said, man, and coming into this year, I thought, no way. Because we were looking at Kansas City at the top of the heap, right? And then, okay, everybody else fighting on that scrap heap to get up top and beat Kansas City down. But now that AFC doesn't look like that. I'm not all the way over across and saying, yes, New England will go on a run. But I can see why you're making the argument with the AFC, the top of the AFC, looking like it looks right now. Why you could make that argument because they are a good, well-coached physical
They are, and I'll
team.
give that to them. But here's where I'll just defer to y'all, but I'll just share my thinking. I think that as the season progresses, less teams beat themselves.
Yeah.
You have to beat
Yeah, right.
them.
You have to
beat
better
them.
teams
Yeah.
in the
And then I
playoffs,
think
right.
that when I look at the New England Patriots offensively, to me, they don't take the step where they beat you. Defensively, they make you make mistakes. And obviously, you end up beating yourself. What's the number one thing you all say that Bill Belichick preaches time and time and time again? Do your job, don't
Right.
beat yourself.
Right.
Those two parts. The point that I'm trying to make to you, we can look at Justin Herbert yesterday with his 2 interceptions, and we could say that about him. We could look at several games with New England this year where that has happened. I'm saying that as the season progresses, I don't anticipate that'll be the case. You got not 1, but 2 games against Buffalo. You got a game at Indy. You got a game at Indy. I'm just looking at some of their schedule, Carolina, Atlanta, stuff like that. I'm just looking at that, and I'm saying I could see them losing 7 to 8 games.
I came up with 8 and 9.
And I don't think that'll be enough.
I came up with 8
they're going to have
and
a
9.
winning record. I think they're going to have a winning record.
Let's establish that. What record are we saying you believe will be able to get in? You say 9 and 8 will get you in?
No, I think they're
10-7.
a 10-7, 11-6 football team. I really do.
And I think they're 9 and 8. And I think they're 9 and 8.
I'll ask you guys this because I think there's one team in the AFC that I feel definitively is confidently better than the Patriots. That's the Buffalo Bills. I don't feel like Cincinnati is a definitive better or the Pittsburgh Steelers are a definitive.
I think Baltimore is definitively better.
With that defense?
Yeah.
That defense, Baltimore's got issues on their defense. And how sustainable is it that Lamar is just going to play these lights-out football games week? That's what happened with Cincinnati last week. I don't think the Chiefs are definitively better. I don't think the Raiders are definitively better. The Chargers proved yesterday that they're not. I think there's one team that is definitively better. That if I had to say I'm picking them over New England, the only team in the AFC that I think confidently, in my opinion, I could say yes, Buffalo Bills.
I think any team that can put up points can beat New England. I'm saying because anybody that forces New England to put up points.
So who in the AFC is that in your opinion?
I think, to me, believe it or not, I still think Buffalo. I still think Baltimore. I still think Cincinnati. I still think even
Kansas City, too.
I still think Kansas City.
We're writing them off too soon.
Kansas City's got to fix the issues that they got to fix. Until they do
And then we'll see them tonight.
Especially with Bill.
Correct.
Bill's going to feed right into the issues that Kansas City have with all those disguises and coverage.
Correct. Same with Cincinnati's
By the way,
offensive line.
Kansas City on ESPN tonight.
That's why I'm not willing to say Kansas City.
New England's going to win 10 games this year.
All right, according to our analytics, they have a 52% chance to make the
least.
playoffs. Dan will be back with us in just a bit. Still to come, the latest, so many injuries. Jameis's injury, which Sean Payton called significant. It was all about the backup quarterback yesterday.